Don't mind me.
No, you're good. You're good. Okay. Sure. All right, and we're here with
George.
All right, tell us about this game you've created here.
This is the game of hating all mankind. It's describable as Cards Against Humanity meets the board game Sorry, cranked a few notches darker, and aims to improve the mechanics and replayability of that kind of game.
Okay.
And there's several cool things about it. The first being, grammatically, every question and answer card actually go together in this game. It's hard to show that on the camera, but this one I could show, which is descriptions at the bottom of every single one of the cards. So you're never confused about what something is. And the way the game works is like Cards Against Humanity. It starts the same way with questions and answers. As you win question cards, there's numbers at the bottom of them, and those numbers are what push you across the board.
Okay.
You start at the white spot here, you finish at the gold spot here. The board is double-sided, and you could actually mix and match it however you want. As long as it connects, it's fair game and a different experience every time if you want it to be. As you land on the different spots, you start picking up different abilities. Things like swap cards in your hand, play twice in a round, force the judge to pick a different card, or if you just want to be a jerk, make your friend sit out a round. And then there's also tons of optional rules, including the popular ones like drinking, smoking, and punishing your friend rules. But we recognize we're here in Utah, so you could actually substitute those for energy drinks as well.
Right.
But if that's not your cup of tea still, to give you an idea of just how much this ham is packing, this here is our rule book. It is 24 pages, 5 different game modes, over 50 optional mix and match rules, shit ton more, but that makes people's eyes glaze over, which is why we're also packing that. And I'll share that with you a little bit too.
Okay.
Because we understand. Yeah. And if this is still too much reading, there's a 5-minute video, so you don't have to read this, and you can make your friends teach. You could teach your friends with that as well, so you don't have to even explain it to them.
Okay.
And another unique selling point is if you know board games, this is the only board game that goes to 16 players. Most board games stop at 4 or 5, and they all tap out at 8. Here we double tap. And aside from everything you've seen so far, which by the way, in 24 pages, believe it or not, we gave you a very honey glazed version of it.
Okay.
This part I can't do for the camera, but I guess you'll sort of be the proxy. Simply the weight of this bad boy is the other selling point.
Oh wow, that is heavy.
That is about 4 pounds. It's over 800 cards, a board game, and a shit ton more, all listed right there. And it's available on our website, the game of hating all mankind, and in November we have 5 themed expansions, each for a little seasoning for your pork just in time for the holidays. And if you get the game, you could always say you brought home the ham every holiday season.
All right, what was the inspiration behind this?
So, to put it plainly, boredom.
Fair.
That is the honest answer. It started off because I finished a contract position with a company, had some time on my hands, and I got a really terrible knockoff of Cards Against Humanity as a gift. And I said, this is awful. I can't believe you spent $20 for 20 cards, and they're not even funny.
Right.
And I said we could do better. And I started off with my sister working on it. And then eventually it turned into, well, just me, because I had time on my hand. And one thing led to another. Around 300 cards, I realized, shit, I'm actually good at this. And I started going one step at a time, trying to fix the things that I saw wrong with the game, and developing it into a new level. And the goal of this game is to essentially do to Cards Against Humanity what it did to Apples, and go the next level.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Okay.
The evolution.
So if people want to check this game out, where can they find you?
That could be found right there, right on our website, gameofham.com. Pretty easy to remember.
Yeah.
The game of hating all mankind.
I like the title.